Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are going to finish off big old Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? I tell ya what, son, Stone Cold is going down. It's a snowman and he's the Stone Cold Man. That's me doing my Stone Cold impression. Now, Stone Cold is not going to give us any toys, but instead he is going to give us a pro of one of the following. So we are going to get one Stone Cold Steve, one Stone Cold Son off of this, and we have the chance of either getting a second Stone Cold, a second LA Knight, or a second Macho Man Randy Savage. So it's going to give us 2 Legion cards, guaranteed. However, we can't take on the next one just yet, Bam Bam Bigelow, because if we look at the holiday collection here, you can see that I am still missing a couple of treats, and we need to get this cup and this cup here in order to deal the maximum amount of damage to actually take down our big old Bam Bam Bigelow. And we also still need 1 gingerbread Kurt Angle in order to take down Eric. And then once we get those taken down, then we can start looking into the last 2 opponents, which are of course going to be Damien Priest, which we still need 1 Seth Rollins toy box for, and then it's the People's Champion, the final boss himself, of course, The Rock, the People's Champion. So we don't have much longer to go to finish this. The event ends in 13 days. We're going to try and finish it before then. But once we beat Stone Cold, my next objective is to play PvP games until we get these rewards up. So at the moment I am still down here. If I get to level 3 or 4, it'll give us 5 treats, but we want to get to either 5 or 6, so we've got 20 of them. And if I really grind, then I will get 45 treats, which should, hopefully, guarantee that we get these remaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these remaining 8 treats. And also, if we complete these 8 treats, it will also give us a reward down here as well, because it will give us a big old Razor Ramon card, and it's also going to give us an additional 5 toys for completing that, and also the Razor Ramon profile picture. And if we complete all the toys, it's going to give us a Seth freaking Rollins. It's going to give us a holiday theme. And it's also going to give us the Seth Rollins little profile picture as well. And of course, once we complete all of them, it'll give us another Mrs. Claus, which would be a fortified 1 for us. So there is all the reason to try and go after these treats and of course go after these toys. And that is what my next objective is going to be. So we're going to take on big old Stone Cold here. And then once we finish that, I'm going to leave taking on these last few opponents until we have completed the PvP games, which is in 3 days and 10 hours. And then we get the rewards from this. And then we will see what we can do from there, unless of course there are some rewards or some treats or anything that happens from the store over here, which I don't expect to see. There is a special, you get 20 treats for £32.99, which I hope I'm not going to become desperate enough to want to buy that. It's not a terrible idea though. Let's do a quick Bunches of Punches. This one is free. See if we can get that. Okay, it's an ink train up. It says a bonus chance. Oh, it's a 50% chance of giving you one of these cards. However, these ones aren't quite as good as some of the other ones. They aren't quite as good as the Snowman ones, I don't think. It also contains 1,500 credits, and we are desperately low on credits. 20 treats is very tempting, I will say. What does the Mega Present give us? It's only a 25% chance of getting 1 treat, and it costs 2,250 credits, which is an abysmal amount. I may come back to that down the chimney bundle. later, but not just now, because that would allow me to continue playing. It would allow me to take on Eric Rowan, take on, not Eric Rowan, sorry, Eric of Eric and Ivar of the War Raiders and Bam Bam Bigelow. And then from there we would get a few more toys, which would give us a few more chances of getting our last few things that we needed. Maybe. But just now, let's take down big old Stone Cold Steve Austin. Turning a little bit more into JR there rather than Stone Cold. I tell you what, King. Why is Stone Cold a snowman? Someone explain this to me. What is going on here? As God is my witness, he is broken in half. Let's watch this play out as big old Frosty McFrostbite, or whatever the various other names that Stone Cold had were. He had some ridiculous names before he settled on Stone Cold Steve Austin. There was actually Deborah. Deborah put down a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in front of him, and Austin was going over the various different names that he was given. It was like Frosty McBite and all this kind of stuff. And Deborah said, "Why don't you drink that before your tea becomes Stone Cold?" And he's like, "That's it, Deborah. Stone Cold Steve Austin." And that is how Stone Cold got his name. That is the legitimate backstory to that. So I think we should get it done right here and right now. This one's only going to do about 500, well 600. There's 1200 and just one more. And Stone Cold has been defeated. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get 10 draft picks. And it's going to be a pro LA Knight. Yeah. And there is big old stunning Steve Austin himself. There's big old Stone Cold, son. And that is very, very nice to see that we have the Snowman Stone Cold Steve Austin. And of course, it's given us a pro LA Knight. So now I know what one to go after. There we go. We did 23,878 damage in that last match. And we've got 40 draft picks that I will come back to myself a little bit later on. There you see Stone Cold Steve Austin's vest lying down there. And the next one is going to be big old Bam Bam Bigelow. And you can see that 2 of the cards don't have their boost, which is a little bit disappointing. And the entire thing is all going to be based on speed, which means that we're going to have to change everyone's equipment once again from toughness to speed. I'm going to have to choose the 5 strongest attributes for speed as well. But that's going to happen a little bit later on, folks. But that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.